All right, guys. So this is pretty much my entrepreneur journey. This is how I built a $10,000 a month business at 22 years old. So at 22, I built a $10,000 a month business. It wasn't luck. It wasn't magic. It was hard work, trial and error, and a relentless drive to succeed. Today, I'm sharing exactly how I did that and the lessons that I learned along the way. So let me introduce myself. For all of you guys who don't know me, I'm Trunk. I'm 22 years old. And I'm literally from a small town, New Jersey. I'm gonna walk you through this journey. And it took me from a struggling entrepreneur to a six-figure business owner. And this is my story. The struggles in the beginning. When I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. And I had some basic knowledge of marketing, but I didn't know how to run an actual business. I failed a lot in the beginning. And my first few months were spent figuring out what I wanted to do, what services to offer, and how to land clients. But those struggles were what set the actual foundation for everything that came next. I was never good at school. I had like a 1.9 GPA my freshman year of high school. And then eventually I turned up a little bit, but I was never good at it. And the decision to start an SMMA, at some point I realized that social media marketing was the best path forward. I knew that businesses needed help with their online presence, and I had the skills to go ahead and provide that because I learned how to scale my social media from 2,000 followers in high school to 50,000 plus in the next 2 years. So out of all that, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. I decided to dive into it, but obviously that wasn't an easy decision. I had to go all in. You got to commit. You got to learn the ins and the outs of digital marketing and take risks that I wasn't even sure I was ready for. So to overcome that fear and taking action, the biggest hurdle for me was overcoming fear. I was scared of failing, scared of what people would think, because some of the videos that you might post might be cringy and stuff like that. But the one thing is, the sooner you stop caring about what other people think is the sooner you're going to succeed, not just as a business, but in life as a person. So what I realized, that fear is literally just part of the process. The key is to just not let it paralyze you. The turning point for me was when I literally just said, fuck it, and decided to take action. No matter how small, even if I didn't know what I was doing, I kept moving forward and I kept learning as I went. But building your momentum starts off with the small wins. Once I started landing clients, it was like a snowball effect. Each win, no matter how small, gave me the confidence to go ahead and keep pushing and striving to go ahead and land more. I landed my first few clients through cold outreach and referrals, and those clients helped me get more clients, as stupid as it sounds. You have to celebrate the small wins, even if it's just landing a client that's like $100 a month, $200 a month. Once you start getting to the small wins of like $500 a month, each win moves you closer to your ultimate goal. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand. But investing into yourself is huge. Investing into myself was one of the best decisions I made. I invested in courses, mentorships, and even tools to go ahead and improve my skills. And I learned that if I wanted to go ahead and grow my businesses, I needed to keep learning and evolving. The world is not going to wait around for you. You need to go ahead and keep learning the ins and the outs. You need to go ahead and keep teaching yourself new strategies. You need to go ahead and keep learning what the market needs. So that's exactly what I did and what I'm still doing. I also started investing in automation tools and softwares to go ahead and help me scale. As soon as you start doing the little bullshit things like sending cold messages and having like the first response, you can even do something as simple as the app ManyChat. Plug that into your Instagram and just go ahead and start sending out messages, and when they reply a certain way, ManyChat will go ahead and you can set up the automation to where it's like you wait 5 minutes so it looks realistic and not a robot responding, and you can have an automated message. That way you're going to go ahead and not keep your potential clients waiting. These tools really freed up my time and allowed me to keep focusing and growing my business, not just managing it. So you got to stay focused and really stay consistent with all of this. The real key to success is just staying focused and consistent. There were times where I wanted to quit and I was like so stressed that I was literally pulling my hair out. And I just kept reminding myself of why I started. I made the commitment to go ahead and show up every day and do the work. You'll have setbacks and challenges, but the key is to go ahead and stay committed, no matter how hard it gets. And that's something that you can apply to everything in your life. Just keep moving forward. Meet the Robinsons. But at 22, I'm running a $10,000 a month business. It obviously didn't happen overnight. It came with a bunch of hard work, long days, long nights to eventually have what everybody says was overnight success and luck. So it took work, it took perseverance, and a lot of lessons learned along the way, but it's going to be what sets your foundation, and it's going to be what really helps you along the way and turn you and mold you into that businessman that you want to become. But if you want to become and build a successful business, don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Go all in, take action, learn from your mistakes, and keep going. Even if it feels like you're not making any progress, just keep moving forward, learn from all the mistakes, learn from the tough losses, the no's, the I got to think about it, the objections, and take that and learn how to overcome those no's, turn them into yeses. Go ahead and from those past objections, figure out what was the actual problem. Why did they actually object? If it was something as simple as like the price, you're golden. That's something you can easily fix in your pitch and easily fix in your business. You know, you can work something out and even do something custom for the client themselves. And you can emphasize how much you want to work with them. That is really a big part of it, is just getting the client's trust and making it seem like you really want to work for them, for who they are and what their business has. And you want to make sure you seem like you want to go ahead and you want to grow with them long term. You want to be a part of their business journey, their entrepreneurial journey, because essentially that's really what you want. You know, you want them to be a part of your journey as well, just like how they want you to be a part of theirs. So just go at it, be delusional, and just get after your dreams, and don't let negative thoughts, fear, and don't let that paralyze you. Just keep going at it, bro. Like, I promise you, the success that you're praying for, that you're dreaming of, is in the work you don't want to do. And as soon as you start doing that work, I promise you, your life is going to change. But I hope you got value out of this.